Hello, I'm Shireen Sherwani from India. This is my video recording for Reflection Activity Module 3. When I read the microculture post of my classmates, I paid full attention to the details that they had written in their posts. After reading, I took some time to reflect upon what they had highlighted in their experience and what they had omitted. Then I responded to their post. I tried to break down their content to absorb what important points they had tried to make in their post. I tried to identify and recognize the emotional side of their involvement with their work. I thought of areas that they could work on and suggested to them a few alternatives. I also compared my own situation and found commonalities and contrasts in their microculture as well as mine. I shared some of my experiences so that they could benefit and use my knowledge in that area. Especially, I got interested in the professional development group of one of my classmates, how the peers mentored the new teachers. For ambiguous parts of the post, I requested more clarification and suggested how they could redefine or restructure their post. I helped in one of my responses to one of my classmates to think what or where he could visualize himself to be in the future. I suggested another classmate to reflect on whether his students were guided by him to develop intercultural competence and do they like to learn English as a foreign language, and what cultural response or and what cultural exposure does he give them. Does he use any activities to develop their cultural competence? The classmates responded and participated actively in this discussion. When a person is able to help others to reflect, they are encouraging others to come to a self realization. They help them to first identify their thoughts or actions. They help them introspect and make them take decisions to further improve their thoughts or actions. It is one of the most important skills that a teacher should possess. This helps her better connect with her students and even practice differentiated learning. Critical thinking becomes the integral part of the process of reflection. One needs to be open minded and receptive to be able to reflect. Critical thinking ability also helps develop active listening and vice versa. Active listening is a process that a person should cultivate to be able to understand, perceive, and finally give feedback or solve the issue about which the person was talking. Active listening helps think clearly and accurately. Critical thinking gets facilitated with active listening. If a teacher listens actively to the students and uses her ability to build a rapport with the students, they can improve their teaching skills. The critical thinking ability gives the teacher an opportunity to think, identify, and organize their thoughts. They can reflect on the lesson that they designed and what they could actually implement in the classroom. As the teachers develop these skills, they should help their students master them as well. On the depth of reflection rubric, my reflection is dialogic reflection as it considers multiple views. My reflection has depth as it provides understanding of the concepts and the explanation of how the three concepts are cyclic and can be used by the teacher or the student to hone their skills. Hence, I have considered both the teacher and the students in this aspect. The importance of critical thinking, active listening, and cultivating reflective practice is important in teaching. It marks the difference between the average teacher and a good teacher. So is true for students who want to learn by understanding and using their acquired knowledge to create something new. They use these three skills. Thank you.